Hey guys, RC here. Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress and the Fortress of Anviltrumpets. We are episode 14 now, so I certainly thank you for tuning in. And last episode we were starting to dig out our bedroom area. We had put in our planned areas for our furniture and everything. I'm going to go ahead and pop a couple of doors here for that floor. The smoothing is coming along extremely well. We had placed the memorial for our fallen dwarf Odal that had been killed by the were creature. We did that last episode, and as soon as they get this area here in the corner, I'm going to place out our other area, and there's Olu's final resting place. I'm just going to run through these real quick and make sure they're all turned on to be used for burial. There's one I missed. There's one. Some of these were not done last time. Alright, there's one that got suspended. Remove that. Suspended. Alright, we got one more coming in. And he was suspended as well, so we'll move that. Looks like, let's see. Alright, so we got one rock put into the quantum stockpile at this point. Now, here's an example. I'm going to pause it. So I just clicked on the 1x1 quantum wood stockpile, and you can see we have a stack of logs in there. And this will hold an infinite number, so as they continue to move logs into that area, this list will get longer and longer. It can be pages and pages long. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And that will happen up here with the stone as well. Let's see. So back to the bedrooms. We'll let him finish up there. Now he should come up and finish this room next, because that was all on the same thing. And you see the blue flashing light, that means he's thirsty, and he's off to get something to drink. So we're going to go ahead and take this time to put some more beds in these new rooms that have opened up. And that'll give everybody in the workshops plenty of time to do some more work to stay busy. Do that. The cabinets. And this is just my way of doing bedrooms. You can do any particular method you like. As far as the size of the bedrooms, there's nothing that says you have to do one over another. I like the 2x3. I just think it's a good space for the dwarfs. You can do a 1x1, and they're going to be fine with that. Now, there are, later in the game, as we look at our nobles screen, if we get a mayor or a baron or a king, they will have additional demands, just like we had to have the table and chair for our bookkeeper and manager. They will have requirements for their bedrooms, and so you may see 5x5 or 10x10 rooms for those people, and that's fine. Let's see, another coffin. So there's something, that stone is still there, so until they move that, we are not going to worry about it. I'll unsuspend it one more time, but, you know. Alright, so that's done, so we can go down and put our slab, our other slab, in this corner. And I want to expand that again, and we want to put the memorial to Kata, the elf, also the were creature. And once that's in, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, so they still can't get any of these with the stone there, so I'll have to wait for that stone to get hauled out. That's no big deal. Alright, so he's coming in here to place that. And we will take a look at that now. And it's the slab memorial to Kata. We'll check the description of superior quality. The slab reads, in memory of Kata, Thassa Fiti, born in 106, went missing, slayer of the dwarf Olu Diamond Guild. So, it shows that he's killed Olu but it says he went missing. It doesn't say that we killed him here in Anviltrumpets, which is one of the major issues. It makes no mention of the fact that he was a were creature or anything else. And you'll find this for any one of your enemies that you make a memorial to. It just says that they went missing. So kind of misleading and not the best thing the game does, but so be it. Let's see, we're still working on tables in here, still working on chairs, which is fine. Bedrooms are coming along. Okay, now, once you have beds in place, we're going to hit the Q button. That's the query, and we're going to highlight over the bed, and we're going to make a bedroom, and then you'll notice that the area around the bed lights up. You use your plus and minus keys to resize the room. Okay, so we can make it smaller or larger. A doorway, a door in place, even if it's not built, if you place the door there in playing mode, will stop it from expanding. So that's all we want is that one area, and we're going to hit enter when done. And you can assign this bed to somebody particular. So if you have a larger bedroom for one of your special dwarves that you like, you can give that to them. For me, I just make each room, and the dwarves will assign themselves, basically. They will pick that up, and they will stay in whatever room they want. Now, there's nothing wrong with assigning a particular room at all. Let's see, I need to put another bed up here. And let's go ahead and finish. They've dug out the rest of this area. All right. Now, these are some gems. I'm going to leave those in this particular instance in the bedrooms. Workshops and things, I would dig that out. But in the bedrooms, it adds little value. Now, the platinum I may come get and rebuild that with some blocks. You want to use blocks when you're building like this because that gives the smooth appearance rather than a rough appearance that stone would give. So we want to do that, and cabinets are next. But as far as the gems, I don't need enough. I'll have enough of those. I don't need every single one. And you can see how much iron ore and magnetite is in here. Those are huge veins, so I probably have a ton of that down here. I likely won't need this little bit, but if I do, I'll come back and dig it out at a future point. And again, replace that with blocks that I have made at my mason's shop. So we're just finishing off our plan here, and let that go on. I wonder, let's see, wheelbarrow, how many of those do I have? I have 7, okay. And I have my minecart here, dumping to the north, good. And I've got 3 wheelbarrows. I've got 2 in this stockpile and 1 here. So that tells me that either they have not been brought yet, or, well, there's one. He just brought one back with a piece of stone. So they're basically parked here, and you can see he just picked up some stone and dumped that into the stockpile, so that's good. And then, of course, that makes it easier for our workshop guys here to come out and get those. That's our gems, which I don't think we have a jeweler. Let's see if we can check our laborers. Kitchen worker. Gem setting. No, I do not. And that's fine. I forgot I had this fisher guy. I usually don't use fishermen. Let's see. Should be over in this area. That's my tanner's shop. Tell you what, I'm going to build fishery here. And a door. And what a fishery does is it lets them process raw fish. So then he will come in, he'll clean the fish, and then he'll bring it up and deposit it in the food area. So there's a pond turtle. When those are processed, they leave behind their shells. That is something else I need to do. All right, so it's my 2 miners. I am going to come over and dig. Tell you what, we're going to make the hallway number 1. Two and 3. 2 and 2. Oh shoot. Alright, so I messed up, so I want to D and then X for remove designation, double click on it, and it's gone. I just hit that by mistake. So what I'm going to build over here is just another stock room. What I want to put in here is a refuse area, and I believe, you know what I can build? I can PA. I want to make an animal stockpile here and here. On this one, I am going to leave that. I'm going to block all, but I will allow empty cages and traps. So U and J, I just lit those back up. So that's all that will be here is empty cages, while on this side, I'm going to disable empty cages by hitting U and J and darkening those, and I'm going to leave everything else lit up. So if we catch anything in traps outside, they will be brought here, and once then I can, move them around and do whatever I want with them. I do have another thing I want to do for defense, but right now is just not the right time. Alright, so he came and built the fishery because he's not doing anything else fishing wise, but he is working. So if we find him, there he is right here. He's storing items in a bin. So he does have work assignments. Let's see, our fisherman is right here. So you can see fishing is his primary job, but all of his hauling and manual labor duties are turned on. So he always will have plenty to do. Fishing will be his priority, though. And once the rivers defrost and thaw out, he will go get started on that. All right, we have enough mechanisms. A siltstone table, so that's going to be in my dining area. So let's see if we can unsuspend that. Alright, so there's some food there. Alright, we're finishing that area. Alright, so I want... Refuse does take up a lot of room. So I just want to fill this whole room. It's just going to be a refuse room. But I don't want everything in here. I want to forbid all types. No corpses, no body parts, no skulls. All I want in here is bones, shells, teeth, horns and hooves, hair and wool. These 5 items can be used in crafting and construction of different things. So this puts it all in one place. The shells are an item that are used regularly by people in moods that take over the shops to create artifacts. So definitely something you want on hand. The game does a pretty good job, as far as I can tell, over the versions, that let's say you're on a desert where you don't have any water, so there would not be any turtles. They would never ask you for turtle shells in their demands for what they're looking for. Let's see, we're just going to put a few more doors up in here. We'll fill in these down here. Again, I like to lock in all my workshops just in case somebody gets a mood that I can't fill so they don't go insane and kill everybody. And just a few more doors that they can start working on. Let's see. And we should have, yeah, there we go. Should have all the bedrooms pretty close to being done. We'll set all these up. And this will give us enough rooms to get started. And then what I might do is have them come and smooth that. Now here's something to, as far as I know, and I could be wrong about this, but as far as I know, once you smooth the stone out, you can't get that ore back, I don't think. Okay, so this is all platinum. So I'm going to go ahead and take the platinum just because that's going to be useful to me later. All right, and here too. All right, this is opals, pink tourmaline. All right, so the gems I'm not worried about, and that will actually give a little bit added value to those rooms. All right, so like he's cleared out here, so we're going to build a wall. And we're just like building outside. We'll build those three, and then we will build the one there. All right, and then we will come over. He has dug these out, so we will do those. And there's one there. Now, that'll be my last marble block. So if I want to continue using the same stone, I need to wait for more to be done. I do have other blocks, siltstone in particular. So because I don't care a lot about that, having the same picture, type stone for the most part. Now that does make for some interesting gameplay. It makes you dig more, trying to expose more of that particular type of ore, things of that nature. But again, that's up to you in your gameplay, and that's what's great. There is no right or wrong in any of this. It's just your imagination. And we are not frozen up, but we are saving here. It saves at the end of every quarter, and we are moving into our second year. So it's no longer saving. We are undone. What I want to do now is I want to come here, and I want to make this a top priority to engrave stone. In order to engrave it, you have to first smooth it. So we are going to engrave that pillar. And what I want to do before I undo that is anytime you go back to therapist, you have to do read. And what that is it's a refresh. It updates all the information. And I want to clear. I can only do that in labors. Okay. I want to unassign from everyone. But then I want to go back into roles, and I want to, well, actually, let's see, I might be able to do it here. Well, my best person is only a 1, but what I want to look at is, I don't want to sort by anything here, and then I can actually click on that and see in order. So he is by far my best. He is a miner. Tierist is a hammer dwarf. So I am going to assign those two guys. Well, actually, I'm just going to assign my miner. He's less likely to die than one of my military guys. She is a archer. Now, archers don't typically die because you usually have them shooting from different locations, elevated areas behind fortifications. But I only have 4 things I want done, and I want the engravings done by the best one. So I'm going to build him up as my primary engraver. Archer, crafter. 68. Tell you what, I'm going to do her too. You know, just in case one of them dies, I want to have one of them set up. So I've set that to a number 1. Those 2 should at some point now come and do these, and there's one of them. She may be in the middle of a job, but it's lit up. There she is. So there they are engraving it. And what's interesting about this, well, we'll have to come back and revisit that because we have just been notified that there is a thief. So we will zoom to his location, and there he is right there. The dog, sure enough, spotted him coming out, coming into the zone. So it's before we've gotten there. Now, I do have a couple of archers there. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and take the archers, set them to kill him. Oh, and archers. So right now they should immediately change into archers, their archer, and start chasing him. And for him, we want to follow, just so we can see where he goes. All right, so he's running away across the map, and he has disappeared. Here come all of our archers giving chase, but they can't go off the map. So we'll go back to squads by hitting S. We will do A, and we will cancel orders, O, and then B, and then O, and that will reset them, and they will go back to their business. So he got away, but the dog proved his worth with our defensive setup here. And spotted him, giving us plenty of time to make plans. Now, from here to here is not very far when it comes to a werebeast. So he came in from this direction. So I think what I want to do is I want to build a wall here. And then we want this to be hollow, so we'll make it hollow. And I'm going to build a wall right there. And I'm going to do that out of siltstone blocks. All right, and then I want to suspend that one right there. And the reason I'm doing that so I can do some further construction in the area, and that'll make more sense. Oh, and I did not have enough of those, so I'll have to use a microline block on that corner. So they'll come out, they'll build all of these wall parts except for that one because it's suspended, and that way I can still walk in and out of here. And eventually I'm going to build a second and third level onto here, and then we will build staircases below it to get into our fortress down to here. And that'll make a little more sense. And basically what I am building here is an early warning sentry tower. So I will place a dog, and this will be enclosed. So it will be, you know, I'll put a dog on this level here. He can see out onto this plateau. And so any creatures that come up in this area will get his attention, and he will flag it while they are way out here rather than letting them get all the way into our gate area. And I will probably do one of those out in this area as well, probably in this group of trees. So that's something we're going to be looking at in future episodes. So let's go ahead and put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.